So, will Dr. Cynthia M. Bell please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. And there's a little bit of a contest here for who among our inductees has waited the longest to appear on stage here. And Cynthia, who is a pal of mine of long standing, was elected to membership in the Society in 2001. But here she is, and most welcome. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Cynthia M. Bell, Distinguished University Professor, S. Idell Pyle, Professor of Anthropology Emerita, and Professor of Anatomy at Case Western Reserve University. She is a distinguished anthropologist who, along with her collaborator, Dr. Goldstein, has been interested in the impacts of high altitude on the physiology and socio-cultural behavior of people living in such environments. She has studied populations in Tibet, the Andean countries, and Ethiopia, and is one of the world's leading authorities on this subject. She was the first to thoroughly document the use of different biological pathways by Andean and Tibetan highlanders. Additional research has detected natural selection occurring in modern Tibet and identified a key role for nitric oxide gas at high altitude. And she is a recipient of the Franz Boas, another member, of course, Distinguished Achievement Award from the Human Biology Association.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Now,
so we get together here.
Come here.
Congratulations, Cynthia. Will Mr. John Fry please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present John Fry, 15th President of Temple University. He's an innovative, strategic, and nationally recognized leader in higher education. Prior to joining Temple earlier this year, he served as president of Drexel University, where he set out to transform Drexel into a comprehensive research university with a strong public purpose, an institution that harnesses its strengths in cooperative education, translational research, online education, entrepreneurship, and urban extension to serve its students, neighborhood, the city, and the nation. This included the recent merger between Drexel and Salus University, expanding Drexel's graduate degree programs. Under his leadership, Drexel has helped lead the revitalization of West Philadelphia, spearheading the designation of this area as a federal promise zone. He's also served as chair of the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Philadelphia and as a board member of the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Orchestra Association, the Kresge Foundation, Lafayette College, and the Advanced Functional Fabrics of America.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Come over here.
Congratulations. It's great to meet you.
Thank you.
Will Dr. Wick C. Haxton please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Wick C. Haxton, Distinguished Professor of Physics at the University of California, Berkeley, Senior Faculty Scientist at the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, and Professor Emeritus at the University of Washington. He currently directs the National Science Foundation's Physics Frontier Center on multi-messenger astrophysics at UC Berkeley and previously served as the first director of the Institute for Nuclear Theory at the University of Washington, the Department of Energy's national center for that field. In that role, he established the Bacall Committee, whose recommendations led to the creation of a U.S. facility for deep underground science in South Dakota. His research focuses on low-energy tests of fundamental symmetries and on neutrino astrophysics, impacting multiple subfields of physics, including nuclear and particle physics, astrophysics, atomic physics, and condensed matter. He is a recipient of the American Philosophical Society's Hans Bethe Prize.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come, no,
We have to come on over, let's have a picture.
you need a photo. Photo.
Will Dr. Danny Jacobs please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Danny Jacobs, 5th President of Oregon Health and Science University. He's a renowned surgeon scientist who focused his research on the effects of critical illness and malnutrition on cellular bioenergetics, pardon the term. Bioenergetics, thank you. He has been a member of 12 editorial boards, including the New England Journal of Medicine, Surgery, and World Journey of Surgery. In addition to his surgical career, he has excelled as a leader at top academic institutions. While at the University of Texas, he oversaw the schools of medicine, nursing, health professions, and biomedical sciences. He also chaired the school's $450 million capital campaign and the faculty group practice, comprising 681 beds, 77 ambulatory sites, and a $2.2 billion annual budget. At the Oregon Health and Science University, he led the school out of the pandemic, overseeing a zero-margin budget, we've heard about those, and shepherding the Science University to become a U.S. News and World Report top hospital in Oregon, among the 50 top hospitals nationwide, and one of the top children's hospitals in the country. He's the recipient of the National Medical Association's Presidential Award.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. And
Congratulations. Great to meet you.
And I'm really thrilled to have a member in Oregon. We've been very short on Northwest members, so this is a really good thing.
Will Dr. Patricia A. McAnany please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Patricia A. McAnany, Kennan Eminent Professor at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. A Maya archaeologist, she is a co-investigator of Proyecto Arqueológico Colaborativo del Oriente de Yucatán. Thank you. A community-engaged archaeology project focused on the pre-classic through contemporary community in Tacabo, Yucatan. As the executive director of a University of North Carolina Chapel Hill program called Inherit, Indigenous Heritage Past to Present, past, P-A-S-S-E-D, to present. She works with local communities throughout the Maya region and beyond to provide opportunities to talk about cultural heritage and magnify Native voices in education and heritage conservation. She is the recipient of the A.V. Kidder Award from the American Anthropological Association and has received both research and community impact grants from NSF and all sorts of other wonderful places.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Come over here for the photo now. Come forward just a little bit. Yeah.
I hope I didn't butcher that too badly. Congratulations. Will Dr. Ruth Scodell please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Ruth Scodell, D.R. Shackleton Bailey Collegiate Professor of Greek and Latin Emerita from the University of Michigan. She is a scholar of classical literature, bringing Homeric studies a breath of fresh air through innovative applications and of theoretical approaches like cognitive studies and narrative theory, while also demonstrating mastery of traditional analytic methods. Her interests extend to Hellenistic poetry and the reception of Greek tragedy in modern performance and movies. She's a member, former vice president for publications, and former president of the Society for Classical Studies, and a member and former president of the Classical Association of the Middle West and South.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations.
What?
Here.
What?
We gotta get Bob over.
I skipped O'Toole. Let's find him.
Bob, photo.
Hello. we have, not everything is electronic. And paper sticks together. That's the problem we're facing today. So, will Mr. Finan O'Toole please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Did I pronounce that correctly, more or less? Finton. Oh, I left out the T. Okay, thank you. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Finton O'Toole, columnist and critic for the Irish Times, an advising editor and commentator on U.S. affairs for one of my favorite publications, the New York Review of Books. His memoir, We Don't Know Ourselves, A Personal History of Ireland Since 1958, combines personal history with a history of modern Ireland over the last 6 decades, earning recognition of one of the New York Times 10 best books of 2022, an Irish Times #1 bestseller, and winning 2021 Book of the Year at the Irish Book Awards. He's a member of the Royal Irish Academy and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, and he is a recipient of the Orwell Prize for Journalism and the Robert B. Silvers Prize for Journalism, think again of the NYRB, and the Irish Society of Boston Gold Medal.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Right here for the photo. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Will Mr. Theodore R. Aronson please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Theodore R. Aronson, founding partner of AJO and AJO Vista. Under Ted Aronson's investment management, AJO reached $30 billion before morphing into AJO Vista during the pandemic, combining with the Systematic Strategies Group from High Vista. He previously worked at Drexel Burnham Lambert and later became a founding member of the Quantitative Equities Group and Addison Capital Management. Quantitative Equities Group provided innovative practical applications of modern portfolio theory and quantitative portfolio management. Quantitative Equities Group managed the Revere Fund, becoming the first actively managed fund registered with the SEC to employ modern portfolio theory. He served as chairman of both the CFA Institute and its Research Foundation. He currently serves on the New Jersey State Investment Council at the appointment of Governor Phil Murphy, and is a trustee of Spelman College and vice chair of its investment committees. I will add that Ted is a longtime member of our investment committee and has contributed to the exemplary performance of our endowment.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations.
Let's
come over here for the photo.
Come on, you're over here.
Yes.
Thank you, and congratulations, Ted. Great to have you in here. Will Dr. Anna Catherine Berensmeyer please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Kay Berensmeyer, Senior Research Geologist and Curator of Vertebrate Paleontology with the Smithsonian Institute's National Museum of Natural History. She's a paleontologist and geologist recognized as a pioneer in the field of taphonomy and the study of land environments and faunas through geological time, with particular focus on the paleoecology of human evolution in the later Cenozoic of East Africa. Through experiments and field observations in both modern and past environments, she has built understanding of processes that affect organic remains and control the information in the fossil record. She's also an active advocate for women in science through her work with the Bearded Lady Project.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over here for the photo.
Here we are. Thank you. Will Dr. Rachel Bowlby please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Rachel Bowlby, Professor of Comparative Literature Emeritus at University College London. Following her early work on novels about department stores, the principal focus of her research has been the history of consumer culture, as explored in her recent book, Back to the Shops, The High Street in History and the Future. Her other work is focused on connections between feminism, literary theory, and psychoanalysis, as well as everyday life, the history of parenthood, and reproductive technologies. In addition to her own publications, she's translated a number of works of contemporary French philosophy, including 2 books by Jacques Derrida, held visiting positions or fellowships at Cornell University, Paris 3, Sorbonne Nouvelle, and Otago in New Zealand, and delivered the Gauss Seminars in Criticism at Princeton University.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over here.
Come over, let's have a picture. Thanks, and congratulations. It's a delight to meet you. Will Dr. Frederick Cooper please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Frederick Cooper, Professor of History Emeritus at New York University. His research and teaching focuses on African history, emphasizing changing perspectives, zooming in through detailed research on the particularities of time, place, and time within a diverse continent, and zooming out to explore connections across space and patterns across time. He's been concerned with how to understand and employ social theory in relation to historically specific situations, writing on slavery and post-emancipation agricultural labor in Zanzibar and Kenya, and on urban labor in Kenya. His collaboration with Jane Burbank led to their book, World History, Politics and the Power of Difference, which examines the world beyond the First and Third World orientation and the modernist bias of colonial studies, earning the World History Association Book Prize and contributing to the joint award of the Arnold Toynbee Prize for contributions to global history.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations, Fred. Please come over here.
There we go. No prompting necessary. Yay. Congratulations. Thank you. Will Dr. Scott Vernon Edwards please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Scott Edwards, Alexander Agassiz, Professor of Organismic and Evolutionary Biology and Curator of Ornithology at the Museum of Comparative Zoology of Harvard University. He pioneered the application of genomics and population genetics approaches to natural populations of birds. He creatively integrates theory with field, museum, and laboratory research. He's led the field of ornithology into the age of genomics by examining genomic evolution in a setting that applies population genetics, systematics, and natural history to diverse questions. He's made extensive contributions to understanding behavioral evolution, speciation, and biogeography of Australian birds. He won the 2015 Elliott Coues Award of the American Ornithologist Union and is a member and former president of the Society of Systematic Biology.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over here.
I will add, if I may make a gratuitous remark. Some of you, many of you will know that our most prominent award is the Magellanic Premium, which was based on the gift of several hundred guineas late in the 18th century. And it's made for it's offered for a contribution to science and any area of science, excepting natural history. and Dr. Edwards' work would absolutely confound that fellow. Thank you. Will Dr. John Kleinberg please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present John Kleinberg, Tisch University Professor of Computational Science and Information Science at Cornell University. His research focuses on the interaction of algorithms and networks, the roles they play in large-scale social and information systems, and their broader societal implications. In particular, the HITS algorithm developed while he was working for IBM automatically identifies web page hubs and authorities in a network of hyperlinked pages. He's the author of 2 books on these topics, Algorithm Design and Networks, Crowds, and Markets. He serves on the U.S. National AI Advisory Committee and has received numerous research fellowships, including a MacArthur, and is the recipient of the Harvey Prize, the Lanchester Prize, and the Nevelina Prize.
John. By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations.
Oh, come on over here. We'll have
we'll have
a picture. We'll take a photo. There we go. Thanks. Congratulations. Glad to have you here. Is it Logier or Logier? What? Okay. Will Dr. Sandra Logier please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Sandra Logier, University Professor of Philosophy and Language at the University of Paris, Panthéon-Sorbonne, a wide-ranging philosopher. Her research ranges from Quine to Wittgenstein and Cavell, whose work she translated into French. She's a leading expositor of American philosophy, introducing the topic of the ethics of care to French academic discourse. Her recent work has pursued reflections on democracy and public space, as well as Cavell's work on film through TV philosophy, how TV series change our thinking. She currently leads an international research project funded by the European Union, bringing philosophers, sociologists, and political sciences together for a security TV series, exploring the conception and potential political and ethical impact of television series. She's a regular contributor to Libération, writing on relationships between TV series and social and political issues.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Just come over here for the photo.
Thank you.
Got it. Yep.
Congratulations. Will Dr. David Nierenberg please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present David Nierenberg, Director, and Leon Levy, Professor at the Institute for Advanced Study. He's internationally acclaimed for his wide-ranging scholarship, including his prize-winning monograph, Communities of Violence, Persecution of Minorities in the Middle Ages, and Anti-Judaism, the Western Tradition. His most recent book, Uncountable, A Philosophical History of Number and Humanity from Antiquity to the Present, co-authored with his mathematician father, Ricardo Nierenberg, offers a provocative account of how numbers have become the cornerstone of knowledge, certainty, and truth, putting medieval Muslim and Buddhist scholars into conversation with Einstein and other giants of 20th century physics. It asks whether today's pervasive emphasis on computation poses a risk for our understanding of what it means to be human. As director of the Institute for Advanced Study, Nierenberg has continued that conversation with interdisciplinary programs that include humanists and social scientists and their colleagues in mathematics and physics. He is the recipient of the 2024 Dr. Leopold Lucas Prize from the University of Tübingen, which recognizes his research on the relationship between Christianity, Judaism, and Islam in the Middle Ages and in the present day.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations, David.
Come on over, we'll have
Photo
a picture.
over here. Yeah.
Great photo opportunity.
Got it.
Thanks. Congratulations. Will Dr. Monica Olvera de la Cruz please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Monica Olvera de la Cruz, lawyer, Taylor Professor of Materials Science and Engineering, Professor of Chemistry, Professor of Chemical and Biological Engineering, Professor of Physics and Astronomy, Director of the Center for Computation and Theory of Soft Materials, and Deputy Director of the Center for Bio-Inspired Energy Science at Northwestern University. Through her research, she has developed theoretical models to determine the thermodynamics, statistics, and dynamics of macromolecules in complex environments, including multi-component solutions of heterogeneous synthetic and biological molecules and molecular electrolytes. She's a recipient of the Polymer Prize of the American Physical Society and the Engineering and Applied Sciences Casarelli Prize from the National Academies.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations.
Will Dr. Gabriel Starr please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Gabriel Starr, 10th President, and Philip C. and Gertrude L. McConnell Professor in the Department of English and Neuroscience at Pomona College. A scholar of the British 18th century, she has also become a leading voice in the emergence of the field of neuroaesthetics, exploring the modern origins of aesthetics. She's known as a tireless advocate for the liberal arts and for creating opportunities to expand access to education. This has included founding community college partnerships, providing access to higher education for incarcerated individuals, lobbying Congress on behalf of scholars subject to DACA, and expanding opportunities for refugees through her founding of the Global Student Haven Initiative. Her book, Feeling Beauty, The Neuroscience of Aesthetic Experience, was shortlisted for the Christian Gauss Award of the Phi Beta Kappa Society. She has served as an elected board officer or board member of several California state and national associations of colleges and universities, and was appointed by Governor Gavin Newsom to the California Higher Education Recovery with Equity Task Force.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over.
Congratulations and thank you. Will Dr. Beverly Daniel Tatum please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Beverly Tatum, President Emerita of Spelman College. She's a distinguished psychologist, educator, scholar, and college administrator. She brings a keen psychological eye to the issues of race, race relations, racial self-identity, and has used her power as a leader and administrator to make meaningful differences in the lives of many. She's been a tireless leader in building an integrated society in schools throughout the United States, both at the collegiate level and in grade schools, where she has helped professionally develop educators, helped students understand their cultural identity, and helped parents unlearn racism. In 2013, she made the bold decision to drop intercollegiate sports at Spelman College and invest in wellness programs instead that can be maintained for a lifetime, such as tennis, golf, and yoga. She was one of 4 university presidents awarded the Academic Leadership Award by the Carnegie Corporation of New York, and she is also the recipient of the American Psychological Association's Award for Outstanding Lifetime Contributions to Psychology.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations.
Let's take a picture.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations. I'm delighted to have you with us here.
Would it be better if we went down, or is she okay to come in?
Will Dr.
Is that okay?
I'll wait here. Will Dr. Jill C. Tarter please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. I have the honor to present Jill C. Tarter, Chair Emeritus for SETI Research, that is, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, with the SETI Institute. She served as project scientist for NASA's SETI program, the High Resolution Microwave Survey, conducting numerous observational programs at radio observatories worldwide. Currently, she serves on the management board for the Allen Telescope Array at the Hat Creek Radio Observatory, designed to simultaneously survey the radio universe for known and unexpected sources of astrophysical emissions, and to speed up the search for radio emissions from other distant technologies by orders of magnitude. She is deeply involved in the education of future scientists, developing 2 National Science Foundation and NASA-funded curriculum development projects, the Life of the Universe series of teaching guides for grades 3 to 9, and Voyages Through Time, an integrated high school science curriculum on evolution. She's the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award from Women in Aerospace, 2 public service medals from NASA, and was named one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world in 2004.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Can you come
do a
up?
photo?
Oh, we'll just turn around here.
Turn around,
Just turn
yes.
around here, yes.
There we go.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Good morning. Will Dr. Dawn A. Bunnell please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Dawn A. Bunnell, Senior Vice Provost for Research and the Henry Robinson Town Professor of Engineering and Applied Science at the University of Pennsylvania. She is recognized for advances in atomic imaging and local electronic structure of complex surfaces, obtaining the first scanning interfaces in electronic and plasmonic hybrid nanostructures and ferroelectric nanolithography. In her capacity as Senior Vice Provost, she has overseen campus-wide research planning efforts, connections between the university and industry, and the transfer of technologies from labs to the public sector. Among other things, she has served as president of AVS Science and Technology Society and as vice president of the American Ceramic Society.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over
We'll take a picture.
for photo. Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on.
Yeah.
Will Dr. Gerald Early please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Gerald Early, Merrill Kling Professor of Modern Letters and Professor of African and African American Studies and English at Washington University, St. Louis. He is a noted essayist and American culture critic with his essay collection, Modern American Culture, winning the 1994 National Book Critics Circle Award for Criticism. In addition to his own publications, he is a prolific anthologist, launching and editing Best African American Essays 2010 with Randall Kennedy and Best African American Fiction 2010 with Nikki Giovanni. He served as a consultant on several of Ken Burns' documentary films, including Unforgivable Blackness, The Rise and Fall of Jack Johnson, The War, The Roosevelts, An Intimate History, and Jackie Robinson, all of which aired on PBS. He was nominated by Barack Obama to serve on the National Council of the Humanities, was awarded a star on the St. Louis Hall of Fame, Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame, yes. and served as a consultant for the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown on, and I quote, Souls of the Game, Voices of the Black Baseball Experience, the reconception of their permanent Blacks and Baseball exhibit.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over.
Congratulations. It's an honor to meet you. Thank you. Will Dr. Daniel T. Gilbert please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Daniel Gilbert, Edgar Pierce Professor of Psychology at Harvard University. His research explores how human beings navigate the complexities of time and social life using science to uncover the illusions people have about the world, themselves, and each other. His book, Stumbling on Happiness, spent 6 months on the New York Times bestseller list and was awarded the Royal Society's General Book Prize for Best Science Book of the Year. He is a contributor to NPR's All Things Considered, the host and co-writer of the award-winning Nova television series The Emotional Life, and has hosted 3 TED Talks, including The Surprising Science of Happiness, Why We Make Bad Decisions, and the psychology and the psychology of your future self. He's a recipient of the William James Fellow Award from the Association for Psychological Science for his contributions to social psychology.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And not a bad decision by the membership.
Will Dr. Sharon Hamas Schiffer please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Sharon Hamas Schiffer, Professor of Chemistry at Princeton University. Her work encompasses the development of analytical theories and computational methods, as we heard yesterday, as well as experimentally relevant systems. She's devised theories of proton-coupled electron transfer and computational strategies for nuclear electronic quantum chemistry, including the invention of the nuclear electronic orbital approach. She has used these approaches to investigate quantum mechanical effects in chemical, biological, and interfacial processes. She's a recipient of the American Chemical Award in Theoretical Chemistry and of the Joseph O. Hirschfelder Prize in Theoretical Chemistry. She currently serves as the editor-in-chief of Chemical Reviews, is on the board of reviewing editors for science, and on the editorial board for the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over here for a photo.
Congratulations, and thanks for your wonderful talk yesterday. Will Dr. Kelly Jones please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Kelly Jones, Hans Hofmann Professor of Modern Art in the Department of Art History and Archaeology and Chair of the Department of African American and African Diaspora Studies at Columbia University. Her research interests include African American and African diaspora artists, Latinx and Latin American artists, and issues in contemporary art and museum theory. Her book, South of Pico, African American Artists in Los Angeles in the 1960s and 1970s, received the Walter and Lillian Lowenfeld's Criticism Award from the as part of the American Book Awards in 2018, was named a Best Book of the Decade in 2019 by Art News, Best Art Book of 2017 in the New York Times, and a Best Book of 2017 in Art Forum. She has curated at institutions including the Walker Art Center and the Studio Museum in Harlem, and served as guest curator for a variety of venues, such as the Sao Paulo Biennial and the Johannesburg Biennial. Her exhibition, Now Dig This, Art in Black Los Angeles, 1960 to 1980, at the Hammer Museum, was named Best Exhibition of 2011 and 2012 by Art Forum, and the Best Thematic Show nationally by the International Association of Art Critics.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please over here for the photo. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you for this morning. Will Dr. Eve Martyr please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Eve Martyr, Victor and Gwendolyn Beinfeld, Professor of Neuroscience and University Professor in the Biology Department and Bolin Center at Brandeis University. Her work has had an exceptional impact on our understanding of the function of the nervous system, demonstrating that neuronal circuits are not hardwired but can be reconfigured by neuromodulatory neurons and substances to produce a variety of outputs. Her lab pioneered studies of homeostatic regulation of intrinsic membrane properties while stimulating work on the mechanisms by which brains remain stable while allowing for change during development and learning. Her work has been decades ahead of her field with research principles she enunciated in the 1980s, addressing complex nervous systems recently and being applied more broadly. She's the recipient of the Miriam Saltpeter Lifetime Achievement Award for Women in Neuroscience, the Carl Spencer Lashley Prize from the American Philosophical Society, and the National Medal of Science from Joe Biden.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over here for a photo.
There we go.
A little bit further.
Congratulations and thank you. Will Professor Carl J. Oja please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Carol J. Oja, William Powell Mason Professor of Music and Professor of American Studies at Harvard University and Faculty Director of the Humanities at the Radcliffe Institute for Advanced Study. She's a cultural historian of music, focusing on American music and culture with an emphasis on interracial history and social justice. She's the recipient of numerous publication prizes, including the Music in America Cultural Award from the American Musicological Society for her book Bernstein Meets Broadway, Collaborative Art in a Time of War, as well as the Loewens Books Award from the Society for American Music and an ASCAP Deems Taylor Book Award for Making Modern Music, New York in the 1920s. She was the co-director, along with Christine Linklater, of the Digital Humanities exhibit, Eileen Southern and the Music of Black Americans. She is a member of the Collegium of Scholars of the Martin Luther King Jr. College of Ministers and Laity at Morehouse College, served as Leonard Bernstein Scholar in Residence at the New York Philharmonic, twice chaired the Pulitzer Prize Committee in Music, and was a visiting fellow of the Japan Society for the Promotion of Science.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Please come over here for the photo.
There we go.
Sure.
Congratulations, and thank you for your talk a while back. It was terrific. Will Dr. Marilyn Raphael please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President? Mr. President, I have the honor to present Marilyn Raphael, Director of the Institute on Environment and Sustainability, Professor in the Department of Professor in the Department of Geography at the University of California, Los Angeles, and affiliate scientist with the National Center for Atmospheric Research. She's an internationally recognized Antarctic research scientist, best known for her work on climate change and variability in the South Polar region. Among her contributions, she established the significance of the atmospheric zonal wave 3 pattern in Antarctic climate and created the ZW3 index. She is a key leader in international scientific efforts with the World Climate Research Program's Polar Climate Predictability Initiative, where she serves as co-chair. She's organized scientific workshops in Argentina, Australia, Canada, Malaysia, New Zealand, Norway, and the United States, and has been proactive in efforts to increase minority representation in science, including the National Science Foundation funded effort to create a pipeline of underrepresented students starting at the pre-college level. She's a recipient of an Atmospheric Science Librarians International Choice Award for her co-authored book, The Encyclopedia of Weather and Climate Change, a Complete Visual Guide.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Let's come over here for a photo.
Whoops. There we are.
Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations. I'm delighted to meet you. Thank you. And last but by no means least this morning, will Governor Thomas Wolfe please come forward to the President's desk to sign the roll book and then receive a formal welcome from the President. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Thomas Wolfe, former Governor of Pennsylvania. Now, this is kind of an odd situation because we're welcoming Thomas Wolfe to be a member of the society now. But if you have read the list of officers and members of the society, you will know that for 2 terms as governor of the state of Pennsylvania, Tom Wolfe was the patron of the society. So he deserves our thanks for that as well. So he is an exceptional scholar, businessman, and public servant who began his career in service volunteering with the Peace Corps before earning his doctorate in political science, which won an award from the American Political Science Association. I'll say it again, American Political Science Association, and then segueing into business with his family's firm, Wolfe Products. He demonstrated business acumen by saving the company from near bankruptcy and returning it to profitability. Throughout his business career, he was always active in civic organizations in his local community, thus leading him to serve 2 terms as the 47th governor of Pennsylvania. His tenure is noted for progressive policies on fracking in state parks, a moratorium on the death penalty in Pennsylvania, and the expansion of Medicaid under the Affordable Care Act.
By the authority and in the name of the American Philosophical Society, held at Philadelphia for promoting useful knowledge, I do admit you a member thereof. Congratulations. Come over here for the photo.
Thank you. It's fun. Congratulations. That's terrific.